My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Another video. This is the YouTuber that I'm talking about. He's going around Africa. Well, not just Africa. I think he went around different part of the world, different continent. And when he reached Africa, it highlighted the positive side of Africa. And there were a lot of people who were tweeting about him. And it happened on my timeline, and I decided to grab a couple of the tweets to share with you. So that's all this tweet about. I don't even know who he is. Remember, was it? Can I read that? Kenya and the entire African continent are finally getting the respect they deserve. All right, so let's listen to him. I don't know who he is, but a lot of tweets were popping on my timeline.
Bro, the way Americans are reacting to the IShowSpeed streams in America, in Africa, just makes you think Americans have no education whatsoever. This just invalidates all of their opinions for the rest of their lives. Firstly, Americans think that Africa is a country. Secondly, they think people in Africa still hunt their own animals and are running away from lions and tigers, bro. They still think that Africans have to travel 5 miles every day just for a bucket of water, fetch it put it on the top of their head, and then come back to their village. There are literally Americans crying over the fact that they think that IShowSpeed went to Africa, he's now shown them the truth, and essentially now is the time that their eyes have opened up. And they're genuinely crying over.
Did he just burp? That's not me. I think he just burped. Let me move it back slightly.
Is the time that their eyes have opened up. And they're genuinely crying over this. They're like, we had so much propaganda on us, and now suddenly the book is open, and wow, the world. You people need to be fucking educated. Bro,
I don't know what to say about this. I didn't think Africa's like that. I'm from the US. Well, I wasn't born in the US, but I'm from the US. I didn't think of Africa like that. But whatever. You know what? Let's leave that alone. Let me squeeze all the other ones here and finish with it. I have 2 more regarding that guy as well. This is another person who's making reference to it. Okay, IShowSpeed. Okay, I guess this is the name of the YouTuber or the social media guy. IShowSpeed is the most dangerous black man in the world right now, lady says. I agree. I didn't want to say it, especially what happened to AJ. Because when you open people's eyes or you're showing something the opposite of what mainstream media is trying to say, they do not like you. So I'm going to keep it as that. I'm just baggaging my thought, give it to God. What I'm thinking does not happen. And I think she's right. All right, let's listen. It's 3 minutes, almost 3 minutes.
IShowSpeed is probably one of the most dangerous black men in the world right now. And not for the reason you think. Dangerous because he's dismantling centuries of propaganda in 60-second clips.
What did I just say? I didn't even listen to it. That is exactly why. Okay? Like I said about AJ. What happened in Nigeria to his friend, I think was meant for him. Why? Because after the fight, they had a narrative. Okay, I think this part I'm going to put it on another video. They had a narrative after the fight. The fight did not go according to the plan. He ended up winning. And then all the popularity he was getting in the US, I've made several videos on PYTE about him. And then some squaddies in the UK, well, they may not be squaddy. Some black Brits were talking about it to leave him for the Brits and things like that. Just shenanigans, banters, okay? Fun little thing. They did not like it. So when he went to Nigeria, I truly believe it was meant for him. Later on, I found out he was sitting in the front seat. For some reason, they switched. Whoever was sitting in the front and he went in the back. And the person who took his seat ended up, on the ground right now. Let me pause and search it on YouTube, on Google, of what I'm saying. This is what I wrote. Did Anthony Joshua change seat with someone who ended up dead in Nigeria? All right, let's see. Oh, come on. The answer is yes. Yes, boxing champion Anthony Joshua swapped seat in a SUV moments before a fatal car crash in Nigeria that killed two of his close friends and team member Sanai Gami and Latif Adoli. Okay, sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Okay? He swapped seat with that person. That was meant for him. The moment that I saw it, I was like, that was meant for him. Because of the popularity he was getting in the US and the fight he fought with that something Paul, and he ended up winning, and then the popularity goes against the narrative that they had. So that's all I'm saying. Let's start all over again.
IShowSpeed is probably one of the most dangerous black men in the world right now. And not for the reason you think. Dangerous because he's dismantling centuries of propaganda in 60-second clips. For generations, Western media and power structure spent billions in painting Africa as savage, dangerous, poor, working tirelessly to divide Africans on the continent and our family in the diaspora. Made many black Americans believe they would be hated here, that they would never belong. Then a young black streamer from America lands in South Africa, Angola, Kenya, Rwanda, and what happens? Love, country to country, city to city, overwhelming love. Artists hand him portraits, kids chant his name, elders bless him, street vendors feed him real food. Every city, every border, welcome home. Now, some will say, well, he's famous, of course he gets love. But fame didn't protect him everywhere. In parts of Europe or Asia where he is just as...
I did see... I'm telling you, I saw a lot of clips coming under my timeline, and they were not people that I follow. He went somewhere in Europe, he was just walking, and that woman was sitting with her family, a white family, give the middle finger. And I'm like, what's going on? That was a couple of days ago. And I let it go, and then I kept on seeing more videos about him, more videos, and I decided to put some of these. I'm not on a lot of social media, so I don't know who he is, but it seems like he is a very famous YouTuber or streamer or whatever. There was something that I was watching. What's the okay, let me pause for a second. I can't even ask the question because I can't remember the name of that streaming service that airs a video game. I came across a video where they said this particular streaming video game thing is popular because of two of their most famous, or one of their most famous streamer is a black person, and it had to do with the Trump admin, what are they doing and things like that. I think it's that guy. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, let's continue.
Every border, welcome home. Now, some will say, well, he's famous, of course he gets love. But fame didn't protect him everywhere. In parts of Europe or Asia where he is just as known, he was met with racial slurs, monkey noises, people literally throwing bananas. On this continent, he's valued, respected, protected, and celebrated. Here's why this matters more than you think. Speed's audience is young. Millions who've had zero touch points with Africa, beyond negative headlines and history classes filled with lies. He's not just talking to people who are already aware. He's introducing a lot of new people, the next generation, to a side of Africa they desperately tried to hide. His live streams show real kindness. He's making respect for Africa go viral. He's changing the message from be careful to you must visit and experience this for yourself. This matters because narrative shapes movement. When a 16-year-old black American in Chicago who's been told his whole life that there's no food in Africa watches Speed taste local food in Zimbabwe and say, it breaks that lie in seconds. distance. Now imagine black teens across the Americas. Watch how people on the continent embrace speed like a cousin. Something shifts fundamentally. Maybe Africa isn't just struggle. Maybe Africa is me. And that's the danger. Dangerous to a long-running story that kept many away from the continent, away from its people, talent, and opportunities. Once you witness the love and feel seen, the old script stops working. You start planning trips that will build bridges, lead to real meaningful relationships, cultural projects, and business ideas. That means money, skills, and attention flowing toward African cities, not away from them. I left Germany behind and built a new life in Africa because what many of us already knew, IShowSpeed is proving live and reminding everyone who missed it. This is home. Africa is where we are valued, welcomed, respected, and able to build. Follow for more to join my journey of building a new purpose-driven life in Africa and a short-term rental business that creates home bases for my family across Africa.
All right, so that was a good representation of what I saw was happening. Okay. Yeah, there's so many things I want to say, but I want to educate myself of this young man. I don't know him very well. All right, so there's another video that I have. One more after that. This will be a video by itself. All right, so there he is here. Can I read that? No, I cannot read that. If you can, translate it in the comment section. The only thing I could read, 2026. All right, so let's listen to him.
The nightlife of Ethiopia. I'm about to show y'all a drone shot of Ethiopia. It looks crazy at night. All right, go ahead, go to drone, go to drone, go to drone. Show ahead, go to drone, man. This is the nightlife in Ethiopia. Why the drone still right there? Go, drone, go! What is he doing?
Because I'm already hearing that Trump is
Chat, y'all
already
see it?
threatened. What's that?
Seen it or not? But chat, this is the nightlife of Ethiopia. Chat.
Iran. I'm telling you,
Nightlife of
2024 election, big
this
mistake.
Is insane. Is it still on it?
Big mistake for the United States.
Oh my gosh, y'all.
This is like any
Holy
other,
crap, that looks crazy.
developed countries.
Ethiopian nightlife looks insane, bro.
And I've been showing you some videos
bro.
about Haiti.
W's in the chat,
Some
bro.
part of Haiti,
W's in the stream,
clear
bro.
waters and people's
W's
having
in the
fun.
stream, bro.
I guess that was a
W's
live
in
streaming.
the chat, bro. This is beautiful, bro. Holy crap, bro. Ethiopia is so beautiful. Holy Yo, y'all see this chat? Y'all see Ethiopia, bro? This is insane. Oh my gosh. We're on top of this building right now. That is insane, G.
I hope people in Haiti are watching him as well, especially the people's trying to run for office in Haiti. All right, the potential is there. The potential is there. All right, this is my last one. So there'll be two parts to this video. The first part is as ever Megan product, and the other one, I think this one I'm gonna put it on APTS Sussex. Okay, so this is the next tweet. He eventually deleted the video because even he is aware of how bitter and resentful he sounded. No one had a problem when Speed, okay, that's the guy, the streamer, Speed was touring in Asia and Europe, but the simple fact that Speed is now touring Africa has people seething in anger. Why? What's the actual problem? All right, so let's go into that. So this is the original thing here. Black American man says the IShowSpeed tour was pointless and that he's trying too hard to prove we look like Africans. Thoughts? Just know, when people say things online, they don't speak for everybody. The same way where I make my videos, I don't speak for every American. Okay? But anyway, let's listen.
So IShowSpeed is in Africa right now, and I guess he's traveling to a bunch of different places, right? And I think that is absolutely hilarious that in my comments, Africans are posting screenshots of him in Africa to show that he looks like that local Africans. Listen, if I go to Africa, okay, will I see one person who looks like me? Of
What the
course,
hell is that?
There's people who look like me here. There'll be a doppelganger over there in Africa too, okay? But it's funny because after watching his streams, it just reinforces the idea that what is there for me to go to Africa for?
What?
Nothing. Okay, you got people running.
Well, that's because you don't have anything to offer. That last video that I just showed you, that young lady who was just saying she left Germany or something and went to Africa creating business and things like that. If you have potential, you have ideas, your business does not only limited to America only. You could expand to Africa, okay, Asia, if your product seems to be fit. I mean, whatever.
Around this nigga begging them for money.
What?
Left and right. People just fucking begging, women throwing themselves at each other. It's actually fucking embarrassing. Okay? Because Americans have more pride than that. Okay?
I don't show you some of the videos that's going on in the US. I think there was some protest that was going on in a college, a university or something. The way ICE is treating those college students. We need to be very careful. I didn't see all of that young man, what's his name, Speed, IShowSpeed videos, his live stream. I told you, I don't know him. I was seeing a lot of tweets making reference to him coming under my timeline. I don't know him very well. But I will not come to disrespect him or say what he's doing is pointless or anything negative. He's doing what he wants to do. And there are people who truly do not know what other countries are all about. There's some people in the US who never left their own state to go to another state. But by showing outside of the US, it opens people's eyes. And this is something I have said in past video on PYTE. Before I started doing videos about Harry and Meghan, I used to watch a lot of fitness videos. Many of the YouTubers used to do meetups, especially in Europe, go to different countries because at that time they didn't have to go through whatever limitation they now have from traveling to different places. They used to do meetup. I talk about Gymshark, and they do meetups. They came to the US. They do things with young people. I told you guys, this was the thing. They did not want that to happen. Young people getting together and doing innovative things. They want to keep people in a box so they could control everything. Young people were creating their own business among themselves. That Gymshark founder is a billionaire now. Okay? So when they see young people are financially independent from the system, they did not like it. They want to control people for whatever freaking idiotic savagery that's going in their head. They were losing control. So they had to do that switch. I will never forget. I think it's one of Hugo. I don't know if some of you remember early 2020. Hugo used to have a channel talking about Harry and Meghan, and then later on he created another channel, and that other channel focused on real serious things, politics. The one that many of the squaddies used to listen to talk about Meghan, what the headline is talking about, whatnot. But the other channel that he created spoke about real issue that was going on. When COVID was getting in, all right, the UK were creating, using some places, how do you call this? Like where you park your car. Parking lot, putting beds and tent because they were expecting, they were allowing the disease to come in, and they were expecting to have rows of people dying. And then in one of his videos, he highlighted something about businesses, big businesses coming together to do some sort of a summit. And then that summit was talking about what we are seeing now, where they want to change the narrative. Too many young people were and reliant not reliant. They need them, the big businesses, to work for big businesses, to put them in a kind of a slavery kind of system where they could control these people. So these people are the one who's changing the narrative now. So this guy who's talking about that other young man who's doing his thing, that's narrow-minded type of mentality, or some people will say slavery type of mentality. He's not speaking for every American. Let's continue. I'm sorry, I spoke too much.
I only would visit Africa to go to the safari and see the animals, right?
Okay, so that's you.
The animals is cool. I want to go see them. I don't want to come to your village. I don't want to see how you live. I don't want to watch you wash fucking clothes on a boulder.
It's fine. That's your prerogative. You pay your own way to go to Africa to visit what you want to see. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I don't want to do that. What I will go do is look at some zebras, some animals, right? Some exotic animals that we don't have here.
Okay.
That's the only reason why I personally would be going to Africa. Other than that, I'm cool.
Okay.
I've seen enough. I've had enough of you people too. There's a lot of Africans here. Africa is here, okay? I don't need to go over there to watch you guys fucking price gouge everything, okay? You do that right here.
Well, that's your due diligence when you go any other countries. Any other countries. That's your due diligence to not be taking advantage of. But there's nothing. Okay, let's continue.
Here in America. So it's no point for this black American to be flying over to fucking Africa, celebrating and learning new dances. For what? I'm cool, all right?
Again, this is you. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's not the other guy. He's showing other people the cultures outside of America. What is wrong with it? I mean, I'm not saying everything that I say is right or I'm better than anybody on any of my videos. Many of you have corrected me on many things. You disagree on things. But who am I to tell anybody how to live their lives? But okay.
I'm here. This is my home.
Okay.
But IShowSpeed, going over there, say what you want. It's really good exposure. It's cool, all right? But for you Africans that are using his fucking stream to prove your points, bro, stop. You can't prove a point to me.
You can't tell anybody what to do. Is what's his name? IShowSpeed is saying anything to people who go on his live stream saying things. It's up to IShowSpeed to tell those people who's going on his live stream. This is so freaking stupid. This guy is speaking for himself, okay? For himself only. How many people, young black kids in the inner city, they can't even leave their neighborhood, who think that their neighborhood is their entire world? But if they are following this young man, IShowSpeed, whatever, doing all of this, this is what inspires people. Things like, I would rather see that IShowSpeed, whatever he's doing, to inspire people for whatever it is. Something will click. We'll say, oh my God, I don't have to live in this hut. There's people who's living in a hut in the freaking the USA because they can afford to pay for rent and things like that. Oh my Lord.
There's no point to prove.
Let me see some of the comment here. Thoughts? Man says Somali man just doesn't understand American laws. Okay, I don't want to listen to his nonsense anymore. Okay, so let's listen to this. All right, let's see here. Pan-African claim IShowSpeed was only welcome in Africa, but forgot he had a blast in Brazil last year. Okay, I don't follow this guy, so I don't know. All right, so let's see here. Flag from it. Okay, I don't know him you know, on social media, like I said, I saw his thing. I saw his thing coming on my timeline. So he did went to Europe. I saw some videos of him going to Europe. That woman giving him the middle finger. But anyway, so that's that. I won't be able to show the thing properly. But anyway, so use your own opinion and whatnot. And there's more. What is that? Oops. Is there audio? There's no audio. So these are other people who know him. So he's very popular and on social media. So where is that? But anyway, that is it. Let me pause for a second. Alright, since I'm gonna be putting his video by itself, these are some of the things I was seeing on my timeline. Alright, YTers get one of the biggest entrants of the entire tour in Ethiopia as he's walking near a beautiful park. The opening of Waka Waka, this time for Africa, suddenly start playing. An entrance clearly made just for him. Ethiopia is showing the beauty of Africa. Alright, so let's see this.
Yeah.
Can't even play that video properly, so there's all of that. What else can I show here? Okay, watch IShowSpeed meet Chico, there's the name here, in Zimbabwe, known as the strongest woman in Africa. He doesn't believe it at first until she leave him like a he weighed nothing. Let's see here.
Strongest woman
Yes, strongest woman in Africa.
in Africa?
Yes.
Holy.
28 medals.
You got 2 gold medals?
28.
28?
Yes. Yes.
You stronger than me?
Yes, no problem.
Really?
I can lift you.
You can lift me?
Yes, using one hand. Yeah, I can.
On hand? Right now? Oh! Oh!
So that's that. Let's see here. What is this here? IShowSpeed was surprised to learn coffee was invented in Ethiopia and that colonizers took Ethiopia coffee seeds back to their own country to plant them because they couldn't grow coffee in their own climate. All right, let's listen. A minute.
Ethiopia is the original place of coffee.
Coffee was invented here?
Coffee was found in Ethiopia, and that's other
What?
part of Ethiopia. Yes.
Coffee was invented in Ethiopia?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta try it.
Yes.
So we gotta try coffee in
It's called
Ethiopia.
Arabica coffee.
We gotta try coffee in Ethiopia.
It's a bit hot. It's a bit hot.
Damn!
Is it good?
Woo!
This is exactly it.
Woo! Miss World of Africa. What does that mean?
It's basically all the world came together for a competition, beauty pageant competition, and I won second place of Miss World Africa.
So you basically the most beautiful girl in Africa.
Absolutely. Look at her.
You're gorgeous.
Look at her. Do you like the coffee?
I do like the coffee.
You know, Ethiopia is the origin of humankind, so you're Ethiopian too.
So I'm Ethiopian?
Yes. And interesting part, you just became.
That's nice. Okay, I shared this already. This lady did a great description of everything. All right. Okay, there's more people talking about it. All right, let's see here.
Baby the rep.
All right. IShowSpeed is healing part of the black community in the most unexpected way. Let's listen. 2 minutes and 33 seconds.
Revolution will not be televised, but oh, will it be live streamed? Amongst all the heaviness and turmoil that is happening domestically within the U.S. right now, at least for the 92% that tried to warn y'all, we are actually, a good majority of us, getting some healing through one of the most unprecedented forms of media and one of the most unprecedented influencers, IShowSpeed. Little did we know that a camera and live streaming was actually going to give the Black community access to a viewpoint and a truth that has been buried away from us for decades on end.
Wondering why I'm crying. I've been watching Speed streams, and I'm seeing all the love that he's getting in Angola. He's in South Africa, and he's getting massive amount of love, and the way that he was treated in Europe was disgusting. But to see him be a Black man from the United States of African descent.
Man, this whole time, bro, they made us think Africa was such a poor country, bro, such a place you wouldn't want to be at, bro. And Speed is single-handedly changing my perspective on life. Every single aspect of Africa just makes my insides feel so good, bro. The American dream is the trap. Everybody else is free, but not free from America. America's the problem, bro. Man.
I also want to emphasize how powerful and how big of a deal this is just for the Black community in the U.S. to see how civilized and how beautiful and how welcoming it is to see us being received in the homeland.
And this also goes along with the 92%ers who voted in the 2024 election, because we are about unity, peace, prosperity, all of these positive things. When you see white people, they voted against their best interest, and he's literally showing this exact thing. Because I told you, I came across a video. At first, I just brushed it off. He was somewhere in Europe. He literally was walking by, minding his own business. This family was sitting, having dinner or lunch or something like that, and then that woman put her middle fingers toward him. So he's literally showing you exactly what's happening around the world, how they receive Black people. Like I've said, they made Black skin to be as if it's a passport to be mistreated.
Our homeland, where our ancestors were taken away, and like I know for a fact that the soul is being hit in a way, being able to witness something like this, and this is going to open up the gates. It's going to plant seeds in people's heads that we can go back. We can actually go back and try to reconnect with our roots. Thank you so much, IShowSpeed, for doing this, for using your platform in such a powerful way, for advocating for the Black community, for teaching us and showing us the lies and the propaganda that has been forced upon us through our own nation and government. Like, this is incredible, this is powerful, and this is such a win for the Black community. Well done. Baby,
all right, so there's more. It's 6 o'clock. I need to let me see if I could find something in Europe. IShowSpeed Europe. So there's a lot of videos. It's 6 o'clock. I need to wake up my kids. Let me pause and put Europe. I don't know, maybe one day I have to come back and do another video, but I saw this. Let's finish with that. From changing public opinion on China, conquering the USA, Europe, and being followed by Ronaldo, I think we all knew IShowSpeed was Streamer of the Year. IShowSpeed gives a heartwarming speech after winning Streamer of the Year. It's funny, I do not follow him. It's because it started popping on my timeline this week and I come across it. And I probably click on one or two and I was like, oh, all right, so let me share this with you and that'll be it.
Much. I appreciate everybody. Y'all already know it's Speed here. Here go the backflip, y'all.
Okay. I thought we were gonna hear the how do you call this? The speech. Okay, so that's it. I need to wake up my kids. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And I hope anybody who has a platform, okay, every platform doesn't have to be the exact same thing. Use your gifts the best way you know how, in a positive way. This young man, IShowSpeed, is using his platform in a different way, where he's opening so many other people's eyes to see how the world is, while the respective countries, the USA, is keeping most people in the dark. So if you have a platform, just spread positivity. All right? So nobody should tell you how to run your platform. That's all. All right? May God protect them, and anybody who has a platform who's spreading positivity, may God protect them and continue to provide them the kind of security, prosperity that they need to maintain the word of the way God would like people to hear certain things that mainstream media is trying to keep hidden from other people. I hope I make sense with that. But anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. There will be 2 parts to this video. This part here at the end is gonna be on Happy Team Sussex. The other part is gonna be on PYTE. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness, and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.